Hello, my name is Richard, and today I'm going to show you how to change your caliper, brake pad, and your rotors. So, how to change your brake pad and rotors on a 2015 Nissan Murano. So, first thing you want to do, you have two bolts here, a 14mm bolt and a 19mm bolt. And before taking that two bolt out, one thing you want to do, for me, I put a screwdriver here. You pry it over a little bit, you can see it move. You pry it a little bit, you can see it move, so that when you're putting your new brake pad on, you don't need to pry your piston over, like pry your piston inward. So when you pry like that, it makes it easy for you to take your brake pad, your brake caliper off. So now we're gonna go ahead and take our brake caliper off, and so since I took my two 14mm bolt out, what you need to do is just push it outward and bring your caliper down, because the down bolt can't let it come out because it'll be flushing over here. So what you need to do is to take the two 19 bolt out. Those two 19 bolt you can see back there, it holds the caliper bracket. So we have to take the two bolt out to get your caliper out. So I just took the two bolt out, my two 19 bolt out, which is here, and you just need to bring your caliper over. Bring your caliper over. You can set it here. You don't want to let it just hang, because it's gonna ruin your flexible brake hose, and it's gonna be bad. So what we need to do now is go ahead and take the rotors out. So that is it. So what you can find here is your emergency brakes, shoes, your handbrake shoes. That's what you find in here. These are handbrake shoes. You can see the adjuster and the handbrake shoes. It looks really good. It looks good. So I don't need to replace that. I just need to replace the brake pad and the rotors. So what I do with this, my caliper bracket, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a brush. Make sure I clean this caliper bracket really well on this sitting before putting my new brake keys in. So after doing that, you want to put your brake pad keys, and you loop them. You use your brake pad loop. You loop your keys. After looping your keys, you need to loop your brake pad pins, the bolt that hold the calipers together. So you need to loop this before putting them back in here. So we're just gonna loop them now and put them back in here. Put it back in here just like that. Same on this one. We're still going to take them out. So you want to make sure this runs really well, it's flexible. The next thing I do, I clean my caliper with the brush around here and loop it. Put like grease brake pad loop in there too. So before installing your brake rotors, what you need to do is use your brake cleaner. Put some put a brake cleaner box on the floor. Use a brake cleaner, and because it's always oil around the brake rotors, keeping not to get rust. Gotta use a brake cleaner to clean the frame. After cleaning your brake rotors, you want to flip it over, clean it again. You can see how it goes, so that you won't, because if this brake cleaner goes on your floor, it's going to spoil the paint, and it's going to make your floor start peeling. That will be good. That's why I put that down there. So now that our rotors is good, we'll go ahead and put our brake bracket in and put our caliper in. So now our caliper is torqued already. We'll go ahead and put our brake pad in. So what you need to know before replacing a brake pad, the brake pad that has the key on it has to go on the inside. So the key signal you when the brake pad is getting low, when it's getting warm, you hear like a sound behind here, like a really sharp sound, and that will just to inform you that your brake pad is getting warm. So you got to put that key side on the inside, then this one that doesn't have a key, it goes on the outside. So now what you need to do is just put your caliper in, take this out, put your caliper in just like that, put that in, and that's it, you're good to go. So that's how you replace your brakes, but I'm not through yet. So I just finished working my caliper boring. So again, why you loop this is because if these are stuck in here and can't move in and out, you will get a lock brakes. So that's why anytime you take your brake pad out, you want to loop these two pins up here and loop your brake pad, so that when you're done with the car and the customer has to go, and the customer will be hearing like a rattle sound behind here, or when applying the brakes, hearing like a rattle, something rattling or something tapping. Yeah, so that's why you loop the two pins back there. You can see everything is all set and clean to go. But what I usually do again, to make my work really neat and look good, so I'll place my rack on the brake pad, just like that. I'll place my rack that way. Then I have this pen to make everything look good and clean, so that the customer benefits and looks enjoy the way everything looks on his or her car. So you can see how it looks. Everything looks good over there now. Take this out. You see how everything looks good. So that's how you replace your rear brakes on a 2015 Nissan Murano. I'm Richard, student from JTech, works at Ultimate Motor Cars. Have a great day. I hope this video helped you to replace your brakes.